Hello everyone, it's Sandro from Abstract Homes. Here again at the Laneway. We're doing Tobin Laneway. And I just wanted to go over the styrofoam, the insulation underneath the slab here. So what we've got right now, we're almost finished our first layer of 3-inch R15. The code calls for R12, and you can use a Coralite, which is a white type of popcorn type of insulation. This stuff is actually garbage, so we don't like to use that. So we want to use this this 3-inch here. Now, what I've done with this one, with this job in particular, is I've got another stack of 3-inch to go on here. So what I'm doing is I'm putting 3-inch, 2 layers of 3-inch on here. So I got an R30. Code calls for R12, so we're almost 3 times the value on it. Now, some might say, well, you're kind of just throwing your money away. After a certain point, you know, the higher R value or that you use on something, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're gaining that you know, that difference in like doubling the R value doesn't necessarily mean that you're actually doubling the R value. You might be getting maybe only a third more or something like that. So then you start wasting money after a certain point. So I think this is a good compromise. And what I've done also is adjusted the height, so I'll have 4 inches of concrete here maximum. Maybe it's just a little bit bigger than 4 inches, and the reason I did that, typically, you know, we'll go to 5 to 6 inch thick on the slab, but if you're not driving a car on it, there's no point in putting 6 inches of concrete on. We're going to have radiant piping in this floor slab, and when you got that radiant pipe heating, 6 inches of concrete to 4 inches of concrete, when it comes to heating that amount of concrete, it takes a lot of energy to heat that concrete up. So I find that 4 inches is good structural wise. It's perfect for what you need for something like this, and it's not too thick where it takes a lot of you know, time also to heat that concrete up as well. So you have to remember that as well, and it just uses a lot of energy that I think that it's not worth you know, going down 6 inches for this particular application. If you're driving a car on it, that's a different story, but 4 inches is plenty enough for here, and the concrete will heat up a little faster with the radiant piping. So again, we're going to put our acoustic seal. We've been putting it, this is kind of overkill, but you know, we'll put it along the foam on the exterior of the wall. On the curb walls on the inside, we've got foam, or sorry, the acoustic seal in there as well, and then we'll fill this gap in with more foam and put some acoustic seal there. And then we tape all the joints, and we're actually, even the seams, before we tape them, we put a bit of caulking on that, so all these joints have caulking on them as well. So you end up using quite a bit of the acoustic seal, but we're trying to keep that radon gas from getting up and getting into, you know, into the house itself. So we're going to have probably about 3 layers of acoustic seal protection as well on here, so there's no way of the radon gas getting up inside the house. There you go. We will talk to you guys soon. Take care.